So the energy that is coming through, guys, is it's like it's you yourself or people around you that sort of tiptoe around your self-expression, okay? But what I am getting, I mean, it could be a mixture of both, okay? But what I am sort of getting here is that it's you that's been holding parts of yourself in, holding yourself back from expressing yourself fully and truly, like in your authentic self, okay? And it's happening a little bit more than what you realize. You're coming to that realization, perhaps. Welcome to Angie Baby Intuitive. Thank you for joining for your collective message. It is an absolute pleasure to have you all here. I love, appreciate, and welcome each and every one of you guys. So, what are we going to start with? Let's start with an archangel. Oh, I've really got to get this table closer to me, I reckon. All right, we're going to start with an archangel, just see what comes out. I am getting divine feminine energy around you, though. And it's almost like I'm seeing, you know, like my face falling off. So let's say, not my face, but maybe a mask, okay, that I myself might wear. Or it's one of those, you know, it goes with this sort of feather, like, you know, those little masquerade ball masks falling off. It's not my face falling off, that's absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, that's what sort of, if that's what they needed to show me, then that's what they needed to show me. All right, so we've got, but yeah, masquerade. I just looked at this and it corrected me, right? So it's like a masquerade mask falling off here. So we've got Archangel Haniel coming through. Seek soul satisfaction, fam, a flame of inner happiness. Whew, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And so in tune with what we're sort of talking about here, because if you're coming to that realization that you are wearing a mask and it isn't your authentic true self, and you want to further learn to express yourself in a more authentic way, well then this is, you know, fan a flame of inner happiness, because you're not truly happy until you're your authentic self. And look who's in the middle there, the dolphins. You know, God is closely connected to the dolphins, so I love that that's come through. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. We've also got one of those wish, you know, you pick them and you make a wish, and a butterfly. Ooh, rebirth, beautiful. Seek soul satisfaction. I think that's what you're sort of heading for here, you know, because if you can't express yourself fully, then you're not fully happy. We've also got Lady Gaia coming out, which has been coming out quite a little bit lately, you know, about certain people, certain of our collective here who are very in tune with the earth. Even I haven't done that reading, and I wanted to do that reading, and I might just do that reading now that this has come out, because this could be a hello, you need to get that reading out, because it was a reading that was a follow-on reading, and it was and what I was sort of getting from that when I was jotting that down in my book, it was like one thing that stands out, and the thing that I'm going to talk about, considering this came out, was that someone in the collective actually feels what the earth is going through. You know, when they see, let's say, mining companies, or, you know, let's talk about what's coming to mind right now that I see the dolphins, and that's just crazy that it's all coming together right now and piecing together, is I forget what it's called. It starts with W. It's a mining company in town here in Perth. It is, I want to say West Gold or something like that, but it's not. It's, forget it. Anyway, it's a mining company, and they are actually doing blasting under the ocean, right? And it really is hurting our wildlife. And there's currently a petition that's going around in regards to that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have seen something about that. I'm just going to look up quickly who that is, because I just want to get it out there, because people might want to do their own, you know, their own investigations into that. It's a massive one. Oh God, this is a bit slow. No, not West Gold. That was the one that I thought it was. Oh God, I don't know. If anyone knows that, can you let me know who it is? My sister-in-law used to work for it. Anyway, I'll find out and I'll put it into a oh, it really is annoying that I can't think of it. Anyway, we're going to move on with the reading. What I was getting from that, and that was just one thing that sort of was that a part of the collective feels what Mother Gaia is feeling, okay? So feels what the earth, when animals are harmed, you feel that it in your core. When let's say the Amazon fires happened, like that was a very emotional time for someone, and it could be for a lot of collective, okay? I'm not just saying for someone, and you feel that in the core. So that's what I was getting at before I got sidetracked there with the with that company. I still can't think of it's on the tip of my tongue, which is so annoying. Okay, and so we're going to move on from that anyway. We've got Lady Gaia coming out here as well. Your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome on Earth. Here on a mission to Earth. All right. I forget where we're up to, so... Show us what we need to see though. We're going to pull one of these oracle. Thank you. Okay, we've got the mirror. You know, I had a mirror thing this morning. Just as I say that, the triple star grid. You know, because the grid, it's just like, and that has been coming out a lot, is like some of our collective here are just so in tune with Earth and humanity and the living beings here on Earth, no matter how large or small, and you're just very in tuned with the triple star grid here. So we've got that coming out, and the triple star grid could be like outer layers as well. So it comes from star seed. That's what I'm getting from it. I don't even know what this card is about. I don't read the books, I read the cards, okay? And I've got the books there, and I could refer to the book. I just find that you know, that's just coming from one person's point of view in relation to the card that's been made. But I believe that each and every card has its own soul meaning, and that is to be read intuitively when you receive this card. So anyway, immediately what I get from that is whoever's reading this is, you are just totally connected to all realms of I want to say the galaxy, of the universe. I don't know which is larger, the galaxy or the universe. I'm not a very learned person, but I know what I'm thinking. I know what I mean. So we've got Tegeta, okay, align. I connect and align with my higher consciousness. And so the consciousness has also been coming out. We've also got the Star Daughters card here as well. Oh, look at what came, you know, I was talking about the Amazon fires. That's so crazy. I'm going to pull that out because it might have a meaning. And look at the name of it, Maya. So Maya and Gaia, the Amazon Queen battle. I'm a devoted warrior of the universe. So someone might need to see that. And so the Star Daughters has to do with, you know, I think it's got to do with the Seven Sisters. So that is also the, what do you call that star? I forget what star constellation it is. Someone out there might know the Seven Sisters. It's the 7-star constellation or something. I've had a download on that before. God, see how much what comes out is just really honestly comes out, because I don't even really know about this sort of stuff. I've had my own experiences with, you know, unidentified beings, not beings, but ships, but I don't know that much about it. And to be honest, life keeps me too busy to be able to jump down a rabbit hole and like find out everything that I would like to know about these things. So when it comes out, like, it really just comes from God knows where, from God. That's who it comes from. Anyway, moving on. Triple star grid coming out, and the mirror, which is crazy because this morning I was, you know, when I was thinking about this divine feminine, and that was the reading that was coming through here, it was really like, what one part of it was coming through, which is absolutely, it just blows me away, was that other people are mirroring you, are being a mirror for you, and that is why you're looking at you know, not representing your self-expression the way that you want to, and wanting to change that and become and move closer, because I'm not saying that you're not your authentic self, because I do believe that there's a lot of work that's being done, but we are constantly doing work. So move further towards being and expressing your authentic self. So that's crazy that the mirror came out here as well. We've got Marope, the mirror, reflect. I hold the mirror up to see, accept, and love all of me. And so that just goes in line with what we're saying here. That's crazy. Okay, your self-expression, becoming your authentic self. Man, thank you, God. Thank you. It's absolutely amazing. So what I do see is that masquerade mask falling off. If you look at even the Amazon Queen here wearing some sort of, I know it's makeup, but it can be represented as a mask, you know, the beautiful, beautiful African Queen here, you know, like absolutely amazing. And some of them do wear the masks, you know, with the big headpieces. So that's just what I get when I'm looking at that card. So that's absolutely amazing. Whew. I need to take a breath in. You guys need to take a breath in, settle into your energy here. Let's tune right in and see what comes out. Show me. Show me. That's amazing. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Temperance. We've also got the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck underneath what's come out. Oof, love it. Absolutely love it. The High Priestess, Temperance here, and the Ten of Pentacles, which comes out at the end here, and you know, is the completion of that. So changing your perspective here and completing that. And I do believe that the High Priestess, you know, the hidden knowledge, your own spiritual awareness of yourself here, awareness of who you truly are, even behind the mask. Okay, so the hidden knowledge, getting in touch with your intuitive side fully here, the divine feminine. I just had said that, didn't I? Like divine feminine, and then the High Priestess comes out. It's just crazy with the Temperance too. So it's like, that is just wow. Alignment, full alignment, like that, like the star grid has come out here. Okay, being in full alignment with everything around you. I know that we've done this reading before, but in a way, when it's a spiritual journey, you know, everything sort of connects. So we're not talking about you being connected. That's not what we're talking about here. But fortunately, that is part of the read. But this is just talking about you becoming your authentic self, like moving closer to that, because you've been able to look at your shadow side, look at yourself truthfully here, holding the mirror up to see, accept, and love all of yourself. And that's what this reading has, or this message has been about, is changing. It could be the last step for some of you, okay, is what I'm getting right now. It could be the last, you know, awakening or something that you go through, or the last change of perspective here. Everyone's journey is going to be different, but whatever it is being guided. It's divine timing here, okay. Alignment. Balancing yourself a lot more. Beautiful energy. It's like learning, okay? So we never stop learning, okay? We never stop learning. I'm picking up like self-containment right now, so that could be the issue, and that's what needs to be changed here. But now it feels like, with this change of perspective, moving towards this completion, towards being able to align yourself spiritually and in this material world, you've learned how to manage yourself in this space. So, you know, your spiritual self, your true, authentic self is learning how to manage itself here without losing your true self. That's what's coming through right now. It makes... I'm hearing smooth, so it's just like... I'm hearing life smoother, so it makes your life smoother. So I don't know, maybe makes life easier to deal with perhaps for some of you, give you a different viewpoint, a different perspective. If you struggle in life, it gives you a different perspective, and I'm only looking at that because look at here, it gives you a different perspective to understand why. So that could be it, or just being able to manage it, you know. I'm also getting, for some of you, it is about being beautiful. It is about being, you know, you feel like you have to edit yourself. And that is a really funny thing that, and I'm just talking from a, you know, what do you call it? When you're edit yourself from a video point of view, you know what I mean? That's what sort of flung to my mind. So that's what's coming out. We've got 6 of Cups and 6 of Swords here, so I do see that that's just testament here to the balance that you're going to be coming into, okay? Understanding yourself with the Queen energy. Oh, we've also got the Queen of Swords, so with this Queen energy, we've also got the King of Swords underneath that, but we've got the Queen energy because, look, not that there's what do you call it, gender in tarot or anything, right? But with the Queen, we're going to stick to the Queen. The King can go over here. He might come out, he might be needed to be pulled out after, right? Because that's what typically happens here when I look at the card, and it sort of coincides with something that I'm saying in that moment. But with the Queen energy, that sort of goes along with the Divine Feminine sort of theme coming out here, or message coming out here. And truth, material world, okay, moving on to find balance, calmer waters, feeling a lot more calm within yourself, feeling like you're not so fake, okay, being able to feel comfortable being your true, authentic self, not having to force being something for the sake of other people. That's all coming through right now. And then, of course, we've got the Moon, which goes without saying, right? You know, this is the illusion that we are forced to be. I was going to say forced to live by, but forced to be in actual fact, and live by. Okay, this is just the illusion. So the hidden emotions, having to hide your emotions. So that is just, wow. That just goes in with what is coming through here. I just love it when this happens. It just tells me that Spirit is here fully and wholly. And it doesn't matter, like I can do 3 readings in a row and it can be about the same things. But see, there's going to be different things in those readings for different collective who watch it. So don't be discouraged when you see readings and it might be like, oh, freaking hell, Ange, like you've done that like 2 days ago. But don't be discouraged, because there is something else in the cards that you need to see, in the message that you need to see, okay, or that you need to hear, or a different perspective on something that you didn't quite understand in the other reading. So I don't know why it happens like that, but this is the way that it happens, you know. So the Moon coming out, but look, at you start at the Moon with the hidden illusions and hidden emotions and the illusions, and a fragmented type of intuition here, which is really funny that it lands on top of the high priestess here. And then we move on to where, you know, the divine feminines here with the queens coming out, the queen of truth and the queen of not necessarily truth, but that's just what, you know, even mastering your thoughts and mastering the way that you communicate yourself to the world, right? So it's just true, your true self perhaps is what's coming through here, as well as like the material realm here with the Queen of Pentacles coming out, you know, that material world, that stability, not being, you know, being out of balance. But this is showing that you're gaining balance over that, especially with the Six and the Six of, and I know the Six of Cups, balancing your emotions, Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters. And I'm running by the sixes here, okay? Harmony, improvement, return, balance, returning. So this is just the process that has happened. You no longer, you're finding that you're no longer having to, or wanting actually, defending yourself. You're no longer defending yourself. You're no longer wanting to sort of filter who you are, what you say, what you do, how you act, okay? And what's coming to me right now, let's get one of these. Oh God, I just had it in my head. Wow, Vanity Nick. Oh, thank you. You know, this just gave me the understanding of what I just had in my head and the way that I had to express it. So I'm going to hide those cards from it because I just want to express what I wanted to express here for a second. Present gratitude. Okay, I love that. I love that energy as well. Oh, and assistance, spirit guides, love it. Okay, so what, before I lose it again, what I was sort of getting at is, in the past, okay, because of your ego, it felt easier for you to, or safer. It's felt safer and easier for you to be understood by other people around you, by society, blah, 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 right? Than to be fully expressed as your true, authentic self, okay? But that was your ego. That was ego, okay? You've started to sort of move away from that comfort, okay? Moving outside of the comfort here. You don't give a shit about the ego anymore. Like, that is the change of perspective. That is, you're moving past that, okay? Wow, look what came out. Oh my God. You're moving past the ego and the illusions and the confusions and the disharmony and the conflicts and the triggers that you would, you know, because you, I'm getting right now that you were actually triggered because you had to be something else. You had to represent yourself as something or someone else. It didn't sit right with you, you know, and that was because of the ego thing. Look what's come out here. Look at, after all of this crap, right, you get commitment at the end here, okay? So you're letting go of the ego, you're letting go of the confusion and illusion, you're letting go of the disharmony and the conflict, okay? And you're thinking more about yourself, your home, and I'm not talking home life here, where your commitment truly lies, and that is with God in his kingdom, okay? This is where your true commitment lies, and you're grateful for the understanding that your spirit guides and God are bringing through to you, being able to release all of this shit and become your true authentic self. Far out. I want to write that down. I want my book. Hang on. Commitment to God's kingdom. Okay, I love it. I love it. Where your commitment truly lies, and that's to God's kingdom here, guys. I just love what's coming through here. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful. Thank you, God. Show us what we need to see. Thank you. Ace of Wands. 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles. I'm hearing this is the process, so yeah. This is the new energy after going through this other part of the process, like, you know, bringing in this new energy, sitting with that and understanding who you are. Now you have a lot of, you know, you are just, your mind is made up and you are charging towards, you know, this new energy that you've thought about long and hard, that you want to bring into completion here. This new energy of being yourself. That's what this new energy is. I know I say it often, but this is how it comes. Like, this is just this, it's your purpose, you know. It's where your passion lies, where your true commitment lies. You're done with, like, holding back certain thoughts, okay? You're done with letting things pass instead of standing firmly in your convictions and speaking them, speaking your truth. You're done with it, okay? I'm hearing speaking half-truths but not fully, okay? So you're done with being that. You're done with being that less authentic part of yourself. And it's not something that is noticeable. This is something that you notice. We've got the Ten of Pentacles coming out again, so it just goes to show that this is coming to completion here. You're being recognized for that. There is celebration around that. There is no more feeling, you know, like this poor broken human that you feel like. You're living in your proper realm where you should be, okay? In your expansive spiritual realm. Wow, you've accumulated so much spiritual wealth. For whatever reason you came here, you can get through what it is that you're going through. If you've lived a, well, we all live a hard life, right? There is not one person that does not live a hard life. You can have all the money in the world and you can still feel broken and alone because, you know, money does not bring you happiness, okay? Your true spiritual self brings you that happiness, okay? Learning to love your true form. It's like, yeah, your consciousness is expanding, your awareness is expanding. I know we've done this before, but this is what's coming, so this is what you're learning to master it a lot more. Thank you. All right. Knight of Wands. Oh, okay. Knight of Wands. I thought Knight of Wands, but no, it was the Knight of Swords. And I was just looking at the Knight of Pentacles, believe it or not. So this is just, oh, wow, all the lessons that you've learned. We've got the World under that with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Holy heck, with the Ace of Cups, guys. So we're going to bring these three. What's under there? Because Ten of Swords, yeah, I love it. Love it. No, I don't love that card, but you know, hey, it's got, this is just confirming to me. It's a confirmation here. But you know, the knights, it's all about you know, moving forward with something. Like, this is something that you've pondered for quite some time. You are now ready, like you've learnt a lot and you're ready to become your true authentic self, no matter. You don't care the cost, you don't care how people look at you anymore. Like, you are just in perfect alignment here, okay? This is one of the most important choices that you're going to have to make, and it is going to lead you towards you know, full emotional alignment, balance, full emotional fulfillment, okay, is the word that I was looking for. Full emotional fulfillment. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords coming out again, so somebody needs to see those two cards, okay, because they came out before. And what I'm hearing right now is that however you resonate with these cards and read those cards right now in this moment is what those two cards mean for you. So I'm not even going to bring those two cards into it. We know the energy of these two queens, right? And like, you are a queen. Whoever's watching this, you are a queen. This is for open interpretation to yourself. We've also, oh frig, oh my god, and the Ten of Pentacles under that as well. Okay. However you interpret them is how you're meant to interpret them right now in this. And whatever they mean for you and what they say to you is what you're meant to take from this present moment. I think we're going to... Okay, let's do that. Thank you. We're going to get, I'll leave the numerology there, the angel numbers I'm in. I'm looking at the number 10 right now, so that could be significant. Well, we've had 10 of Pentacles come out how many times now? So the 10s are like, woohoo, hello. There is no will but God's is on the bottom of the deck here. Let me just read that quickly. When you have learnt how to decide with God, all decisions become as easy and as right as breathing. There is no effort, and you will be led as gently as if you were being carried down a quiet summer path. What's jumping out at me right now is when I said to you the smooth, when the word smooth came to me, you know, this, oh, and look what's here on that original card. Oh, no, wrong one. Tick, 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 tick. One of those wish things. That was what I was talking about. Okay, so there is no will but God's. I'm going to read it again because I believe it's got significance. Okay, when you have learned how to decide with God, all decisions become as easy and as right as breathing, so it becomes natural. You are going to become your natural spiritual self, and it is going to get easier and easier for you to do that. Like we see the knights, the learning, they've learnt, right? Until you move into that queen, okay? That divine feminine energy here. I don't care what people say, like, okay, because someone's going to say, I know someone will come out and say, oh, divine feminine is this and divine feminine is that, but the way that it's coming out to me right now is the way that it's meant to come out, and this is just a depiction of one angle of this particular topic, if that makes sense to people, right? I can say it and read it as I see fit. So learning, growing, okay, and stepping into that divine feminine energy, all right? That's how it's coming through to me, so that is how it's coming through to you. All decisions become as easy and right as breathing. There is no effort, and you will be led as gently as if you were being carried down a quiet summer path. So your journey is going to become as easy and smooth as that, okay? Because you're going to understand, like when you begin to understand why, like changing that perspective like we were talking about, and understanding why, and learning to become your true authentic self regardless of what people say or think or, you know, do to you. That's coming through. what's coming through right now is like, pay attention to the moment before you edit yourself. It's that split second, right, where your truth is on the tip of your tongue. It's clear and simple in your head. Wow, it's just crazy that this is coming through right now just as after I said that. I'm going to read it as I see it. I'm going to read it and it's coming through as however it is that I see it, okay? So it's that split second. You know, it's on the tip of your bloody tongue here, and instead of just saying it how you want to say it, like in that freaking moment that I was just talking about, sometimes we have that thing where we reshape what we're saying. We'll do, like, try to think of another way to say it, or to soften it so that other people don't, you know, so that you don't put other people out. Does that make freaking sense? And instead of doing that, what needs to happen is that how you receive it is how you're meant to bloody well get it out, okay? Practice letting it be what it is, and it will get easier and easier. That just came through to me. And it doesn't have to be in an aggressive manner, like, I'm saying this and I'm da 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 da. It can be very quiet, and you can just, as matter of factly, say no. It's like, this is learning. I know what a divine feminine means, and I know but there are so many different aspects of a divine feminine, you know, and I can just explain that. And the way that it's coming through to me now from source itself is like learning, developing, becoming. Right, that's how it's coming to me. And so it can be, you know, it doesn't have to be loud and da da da. It can be said elegantly. That's how I'm gonna say it. It can be said elegantly, and that's coming from looking at the two queens sitting here, and from this elegant woman just laying here who's learning herself. You know, that's where your alignment is understanding what other people might think, and still being you. Let me not see myself as limited. Who would attempt to fly with the tiny wings of a sparrow when the mighty power of an eagle has been given him? And this is what we do. We dumb ourselves down, right? Okay, so that's, yeah, wow, that is so depictive, because instead of being our true, powerful, spiritual selves, we make ourselves these meek, oh my God, oh, I'm sorry, humans, right? Stop limiting ourselves. I am as God created me. In you is all of heaven. Every leaf that falls is given life in you. Each bird that ever sang will sing again in you. And every flower that ever bloomed has saved its perfume and its loveliness for you. You are as God created you, so shine that light, that goodness, that beauty, that power, that fierceness, that, you know, that divine you out to the world. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. I remember I was talking about the joy once. There's a card. I just love it. And here's that wish thing again. So that's the third time now. So that is madness that has come out 3 times to us. Is that 3 times? Yep, that's the 3rd time. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. Oh, and that could be changing your perspective, right? This could be the change of perspective. No one created by God can find joy in anything except the eternal. Oh, wow, it is. Not because he is deprived of anything else, but because nothing else is worthy of him. So it is that change of perspective. And not being, you know, that change of perspective of your circumstances and that change of perspective of who you are. And it's not about becoming more outspoken. It's becoming the unfiltered version of yourself. It's about becoming unfiltered with yourself even first, you know, to become that unfiltered version of yourself. And you know what happens, I believe, you know, this thought just popped in my head now, is like the more you stop holding yourself back, the more your energy speaks for you without you needing to sort of put any point across anyway. You know, it's like when you become that authentic spiritual side of yourself, your energy starts to do the talking, starts to do the walking, starts to do the work for you. It's like it, and it just naturally happens without even trying. So that came through, that someone may need to hear that. Thank you. Tactful. Wow. It can be about being tactful too. You know, that's exactly what we're actually talking about. I am brilliant, I am creative. 111 and 7 could be significant. 13, I am confident. 44, you need to know that you're supportive here. But we're not going to read all of them, because we'll be here until God knows. All right. So we've got 26. You have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. You are tactful. And that's, I guess, what we were talking about just now. Like, you don't need to be loud. You can just guide the way for people. Like, you can just actually guide the way for your freaking self, because that's what's really this reading's about, you know. Yesterday's reading was about being light for people, so that's crazy that it sort of just ties in. But I suppose if you're being the light for yourself, then it naturally flows on to people around you, people who surround you, right? King of Wands. Well, leadership did come out here, because I just feel like I want to bring him over. Oh! I didn't, I'm sorry. Look, that didn't even, I'm telling you, I just remember seeing leadership, and I looked at the King of Wands, and I thought, wow, I just saw leadership, and the King of Wands is about leadership, you know, mastery. Shit, that's crazy. Full mastery. Maybe the next reading needs to be that, you know, maybe frick, I just got it then, is like becoming that total balance, like with the divine feminine and the divine masculine sides of yourself. So I'll pray on that one. 28. In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. You are a leader. You are observant. Ask angels for your attention. Angels ask for your attention. Whew. So get that right, okay? You're not asking for the angels' attention. Angels ask for your attention. So be aware of signs and synchronicities that are coming through to you, okay? They could be as simple as these little, you know, those little wish things, right? It could be as simple as that. I'll tell you something that I've been seeing a lot of as I'm driving in the car, and they fly right to the windscreen, but those monarch butterflies. So that to me is like someone trying to get through to me. It's not always that I can actually stop and think, oh, what am I going through in that moment? Because life likes to keep you busy. But be aware. That's probably why that like those examples are coming to me right now, because you should stop and take attention and be aware and put your attention on what is trying to come through to you in these moments. Anyway, 00. Angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Wow. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. I just absolutely love that. 5. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected. And I'm going to say right now, divine feminine, okay? The fact that you can just adapt yourself and keep dreaming and recalibrate and rethink of a path forward, even when you get smashed down, right? And that's how it came to me, so that's how I'm going to say it. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be flexible. That's not on here. That's what's coming through to me in this moment. Be flexible. So you already are. You are adaptable. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. You are adaptable. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. You are nurturing. Beautiful, beautiful energy, beautiful person. Whoever this reading is for, show us what we need to end on, finish on. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, we nearly had half of the deck then. Move with grace. Oh, I love it. Yesterday we had the grace of God, so it's just wow. It's just wow. Healing will come from this. Someone may need to hear that. And light beings. This was the reading. Oh, fuck. You are the light. You are a light being. This is a continuation, I believe, of yesterday's read or something. Maybe it is, and I don't know. But look at what's coming out. You are the light, and light beings coming out. Energetic shifts. Energetic shifts. Oh, we have Michael being left on the table over there, clearing the way. This is a time of great change. Know all the roadblocks and challenges you have been facing are part of a great shift. Wow, where's that? Where is it? It's in here. Hang on. Energetic shifts. Okay, that's the card we're meant to see. Healing will come from this journey, okay? Know that. We're not going to read all of them because, like I said, light beings, energetic. This is a time of healing and change. Old energies are being released from your world. This isn't to call or discard traditions, but to reflect on what you have learned and how to grow. Learn, grow, become. Wow. You are being called upon to be open and aware of new information that is being revealed to you. Angels are asking for your attention, for it is a pivotal next phase of your journey. Bro, you can't even make it up. Michael, clearing the way. This is a time of great change. Know that all the roadblocks and challenges you have been facing are a part of a great shift that is unfolding in your life. All aspects of your world that are not in alignment with your highest good are being cleared away so that you can stand in your truth once and for all. Trust in this unfolding. Guys, the Shekinah. Give the gifts of your presence. Now's the time to show up in ways you have never shown up before. I can't get over that. That's crazy. Get present with those you love and care about. Go beyond distractions and direct yourself back to the current moment so that you can enjoy the blessings that surround you instead of focusing on where you are going or what has previously happened. Enjoy the beauty of the here and now. That sort of goes along with becoming your authentic self, because when you become your authentic self, you get to enjoy your journey a little bit more because you just accept things as they are. And we already spoke about in this message that's come through, there was a part of it like when you become your authentic self, what was it, when you become your authentic self, you start to understand why, because some of you may have suffered through the journey. It was that part of the reading. Okay, you might have to go back and have a little look, but this is all a part of that, right? This is all a part of what you get to enjoy the road. It becomes smoother for you, that you change your perspective. There's a different understanding. Hope, move with grace. This is a time to learn and adapt. Wow, you can't even make it up. You are being invited to slow down, take your time and take in the current. Oh, fuck off. This is just mad. Thank you, God. Sorry, God, for swearing, but you know, it is, sometimes it just blows me the heck away. Stop putting too much pressure and expectation upon yourself. This is all part of it too, on that human part, because you know, when you become that spiritual side, it all just flows, like we just heard before. As it's taking away from you and your natural attention to detail in your expression of your creativity. There's no need to rush or force your way ahead. Good things happen when you move with tenderness and care. Call back your power. Forgiveness is about no longer allowing someone or something to affect your state of happiness. Change your perspective. You can't even make it up, guys. This is, someone needs to hear this stuff. It doesn't mean you have to forget the past or avoid a situation entirely. Right now, you are being encouraged to take your power, your light, and your capacity to make a decision back into your own hands. By taking what is yours, you also command respect from those around you. Bro, you can't make this up. Virtues, do the right thing. Be virtuous in your choices and actions. There is an opportunity for you to take the higher ground. We spoke about a fork in the road. I'm telling you, go over the last couple of reads. It wasn't yesterday's, it was the days before. There's an opportunity for you to take the high ground that will bring an end to a conflict or disagreement. Holy heck. Do what you know needs to be done to bring resolution and healing. If you need to admit that you were wrong, it may not be easy, but by doing so, you will remind those around you of how much you care, and this will guide everyone back to a state of harmony. I hope it hasn't. We've got 2 minutes left on that. So light beings, Michael. Oh, wow. This is just crazy. All right, we're just going to finish on a miracle. Ha, ha, ha. What a beautiful end to the reading. I trust that my gut reaction is the truth underneath the surface of my fears. What were we talking about? The first thing, however you want to express whatever it is that you're feeling in any given moment, do not edit it. Say it as it comes to you, because that is the true you. Okay. This is your reading, guys. If you resonate, please pop a like on the video and share it for other collective who may need to hear this message or parts of this message. If you vibe with my energy or you want to become a part of our soul group here, our soul collective, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to stay up to date with messages that come through, pop that, hit that notification bell. Thank you for bringing your energy through, because without you, none of these messages could come through. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. So thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. I love, appreciate, and welcome each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next one. Keep shining.